Hi, I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. I recently had a somewhat difficult conversation with a vendor about the hourly fee she charged me. The challenge? It was convincing her to raise her rates. She had contracted with me for about 18 months at the same hourly fee. I was pleased with her work. I knew she was so busy that she had stopped taking new clients. My concern was to be sure I was paying her a market rate. That meant hiking her fee by 20%, which she was fearful of doing because she didn't want to lose my business. I pointed out that if she quit, I'd have to hire someone else at a wage 20% higher anyway. She thought about that and then said she got my point and that she'd think about it. After several more minutes of convincing her that I really wanted to pay her more, we agreed to the 20% increase. Why did I decide to cost myself the extra money? Was that really a smart financial decision? In the short term, maybe not. But in the long term, I see it as a wise choice. This is why. First, I was happy with her work, and I wanted her to be happy working on my behalf. I wanted to treat her fairly, and I've had times myself when I didn't quote a job at a high enough fee. And while I usually enjoyed working with the client, there was always that niggling thought that I was not respecting myself because the fee was too low. That type of niggling thought often turns into resentment that may not even be conscious. Resentment in a work setting will usually come out in behavior. It can result in things like apathy, a lack of cooperativeness, a low responsiveness, poor performance, a lack of engagement. It's really a win-win for both the employer and the employee if the wages paid for a service treat everyone fairly. So if you're a fee-for-service provider, how do you go about raising your fees? Well, first thing I'd suggest is determine the market value of your services. Find out what you would need to pay someone else for the same service. I asked my vendor what she was charging new clients. She said $30 an hour. I was paying her $25. The second thing would be to consider your experience. The market rate might be higher for a vendor with more experience than what you have, or lower for a vendor with less experience. Third, be aware of any fear-based talk, self-talk. I typically experience trepidation anytime that I raise my fees. Even when I know that the increase is within the range of being reasonable and what others charge, I usually experience internal resistance and fear. I get thoughts like, are they going to think I'm greedy? Will they drop my services? Isn't a lower fee better than the risk of losing the income altogether? If they do stay, will raising my fee make them angry and change the relationship? These are all thoughts that are pretty normal when a part of you is afraid of being rejected or anxious about your financial security. And it's also important when you have these thoughts not to criticize yourself for having them. They're quite normal. The fourth is to increase fees for new clients first. I find that this can help manage the difficult emotions of fear, anxiety, and insecurity, especially as you see new clients accept the higher rate. You can give existing clients a notice of a rate increase in the future, giving them time to adjust. Keeping your fees at market rate is respecting yourself. It helps you enjoy your work and ensures that you show up fully for your clients and will ultimately keep them happier. The same is true for employers. Paying your contractors and employees a fair market wage is going to result in them being happier, which will result in happier clients for you and a more profitable business. Thanks for joining me.